We're looking at the 2020 GD Sensor Carbon Elite Trail Bike, which has literally just landed in South Africa. My name's Miles Kelsey. I'm going to give you a quick tech overview plus 3 things I really like about this bike. It's a carbon front section with an alloy rear. This is a 130mm 29er bike. In fact, it's the same chassis that GT used from the 2019 model, but they've changed the spec to a 140mm fork. Okay, pricing wise, it's 41,000. It's a great value shredder in my opinion. It's got a mixed bag on the build kit of durable parts. You're looking at up front here, RockShox 35. It's a gold RL fork. It's a metric and trunnion mount RockShox Deluxe Select Plus RT on the rear, which has 2 compression settings, basically almost lockout and then fully open. Simple and easy. Brakes wise, TRP G spec, which are 180 with 180mm rotors front and rear. You've got 780mm bars with a 15mm rise and a 40mm stem. Dropper post is a 150, it's a Transex brand, and then there's a WTB Silverado saddle. Last 2 things on the build kit, Schwalbe Novinex 235 in the Addix compound, and WTB rims, which are 29 ID, so all the numbers there, tick, 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 tick. Spec is amazing. Right, let's just talk a little bit about the LTS system. It's GT's take on the very successful HorseLink. GT have focused on 3 rider benefits that they want out of this LTS system that they've designed. They want a bike that pedals well, so minimal pedal feedback. They want a bike that gives you control on the big hits, and they wanted a bike that is efficient and independent under braking. So in other words, when you're braking into the chunder, into a corner or something, the suspension is more active than on some of the other systems. So that's the LTS GT rear suspension system. 3 things I really like. Let's look at the geometry, okay? I always say geometry is more important than travel. Geometry has more, and what I mean by that is geometry has more of an impact on how the bike is going to ride and what kind of category it's going to be suited to than the actual travel number itself. So this geometry, I would classify this bike as a mini shred sled, definitely. It's a 65 or 66 head angle, and you've got a 76 or 77 seat angle, and the reach is 470 to 475 for the large model. Now, it's amazing progressive geometry. It's super capable. I've done a first ride on it, and I just jumped into a jump line, and you're very comfortable on this bike. There's more testing to be done, so I'm still going to rate it, so watch out for the review on the site soon. But for now, I can say first ride impressions up there. Second thing I really like is the flip chip. So here on the lower shock mounts, you need a 4mm Allen key, and you literally take a bolt out, flip a chip around, and what it does is it gives you adjustability on the BB height. So if you ride on trails where pedal striking is an issue, you can lift the BB by 8 mils. Conversely, if you ride on smoother trails and you want to carry more corner speed and want the bike to be more stable in high speed, then you can flip the chip around, lower the BB by 8 mils, and you're going to be more comfortable that way. Incidentally, what that flip chip does is, in combination with the geometry of this bike and the 140 fork, you can mullet this thing. So I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to try it. This is all unofficial. It's not a recommendation, or not that it's not recommended by GT, but it's something that will work. You can do it. So that's the thing about this bike, is if you're on like a 120, 130mm 27.5er and you're thinking of going 29er, but you're not sure if it's really going to be where you want to play, this bike will allow you to go back to a 27.5 on the rear. And 27.5 on the rear is, for riders of a certain height, I think you're really going to like it. I think if you're around under 1.8, 1.75, you're really going to like a mullet bike. If you're gravity orientated, that is. It works it works awesomely as a 29er. Just if you want to ride more steeper trails and more enduro-y kind of stuff, you might want to mullet it out. Anyway, enough about mullets. Third thing I really like is it actually pedals really well. There's a full, as I said, almost full lockout here on the shock. and combined with a steep seat angle, it actually climbs really nicely. So it's in stores this week. Go and check it out. It's a great value shredder. This metallic yellowy gold color is just sick. I absolutely love it. Thanks for following. Thanks for subscribing. See you on the trails. Ciao.